Hey guys, what's happening? We have some lineups to build, but for Sorare and also Ultimate Champions. But the difficulty is I don't know how many lineups we can build because I am currently selling most of my gallery. So it's going to be an interesting one today. But do say hello in the chat. We haven't been live for a few days, so it's good to be back. And yeah, let's have a little chat as well to see how you guys are feeling about the weekend. Yeah, good man. I'm good, Twitch Gaming. How are you? You right? What have you been up to? Are you ready for the weekend as well? Hmm. This is proving tricky. Every time we drop the price, we get undercut. Not ideal, really. Shouldn't really be having to drop the price on this guy. Hello to Arthur as well. How you doing? Are you going to Italy, are you? Lovely. Where in Italy are you going? You're $2 richer. You're living the dream, Arthur. Living the dream. Congrats, though, on winning the $2, man. Better than nothing. I actually don't know at all how many teams we can put out, and if we can put out any, what our teams are going to be. We have to figure that out today to see if we can win $2 as well this weekend. We don't want to win $2, but to see if we can win something potentially. I hate this list or play because we have to. Well, ideally, the priority is to sell, which means that I need to kind of have these all listed up for most of the next 2 hours and 45 minutes, right? But then if they don't sell, I think I probably will want to put them in a lineup. I think that's actually fine. Did it with 4 men this weekend, or this midweek, sorry. And you're going to Palermo. Lovely. Twitch, have you been there before? I need to buy a new computer so I can start to stream another game that I want to cover, another play to earn game. And just downsizing my gallery is a great way to fund it. I'm also not fully happy with some things on Sorare. So I still want to play it and I still want to be involved. And I still, of course, want to do content for it. But I don't think I'm as happy with it that I want to have like £1,000 worth in the game. I think I'll feel happier if I have like only around 500 in there. It's mainly just to fund the computer, the new computer that I need. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing, Will WC. First of all, what we need to do is we need to try and see if we can get these sold by adjusting the pricing, right? And then once we've kind of done that, yeah, then what we'll do is we'll use Sorare data. I've already got the lineup builder ready. We'll use Sorare data to figure out what potentially our lineups could be if we don't sell a few of these players today. But it's scary how little demand there is out there. It's really scary. do that. Like, we're having to drop the price on this guy because someone else is cheaper, and yeah, not great. Because I don't really feel like we should be dropping the price when he has been going for a little bit more, really. But we have to. Something a little bit different. Yeah, it's still a collectible game. But it's been very fun. Very good on the earnings as well. We've got some rewards to open as well on Ultimate Champions. I haven't even had a look to see what we've won. So we might have something really good. I doubt we're going to have enough of the MGC to open a new jumbo pack, but we'll have a little look. Your day took a dark turn. How so? Hello to Pangelino as well. Okay, let's make this as well. £50. Like that. In fact, let's do that. It's okay. What the fuck? What the hell are you... what the fuck, man? What? Betty? What the hell, man? Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I'm fucking shocked, man. What the hell's happened here? What happened, man? Man, you shouldn't be on here at all. You should not be on here whatsoever. If that's just happened. You should be, with a family or... Man. Oh my God. That's like giving me shivers, man. That's awful. That is awful. Properly awful, man. I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked, man. I'm like shook. Jesus, man. Oh. Well, that's some news that you don't expect at all. Very sorry to hear this, man. I'm gutted to hear this as well, given that she used to jump on the streams every now and then. Bloody hell, man. Oh, that's really shook me up. Oh, that's awful. She was so young as well. Fucking hell, man. 40, please. Please, please, yeah, jump off the stream if you can, man. I mean, of course you're happy to be here, but that's just, that is rough, man. That is so rough. I don't know whether being on a stream right now is the right thing. At all. But massive condolences, and I'm absolutely devastated to hear that. Completely devastated. Awful news. Awful. Really bad. Yeah. 40. Please take care of yourself, man. Difficult time. And big condolences to you as well and her family. Take some time to grieve, man. Take some time to grieve, because that is not a good one at all to deal with. That is horrible. I don't really know what else to say. I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. Oh man, how can we go from here? I guess we have to, but Jesus fuck. What a bomb to drop on the stream there. That's horrible. Really bad. I don't want to receive this money at all. 624 for this guy. I thought he was already quite cheap. Okay. Let's change his pricing a little bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not doing that. Sorry, what are we doing here? See, I'm just so shocked from that it's messed me up a little bit here. I lost focus a little bit. We want to do that. Oh man. Honestly, I just feel so disturbed by that. The fact that it was your girlfriend and we saw her on the streams and she was really great on the streams, really bubbly, really friendly, really nice, great support on the channel. My God. Like, it just shows you life can change. Things can change in life in an instant, in a horrible way. My God, man. I'll be thinking of you, 40 marker. Definitely. I'm just really sad to hear that. That somebody that we used to see in the streams quite a bit we won't anymore. And you've lost someone you love. So yeah, brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. Please take the time to grieve, because you'll need to, I'm sure. Let's go over to Ultimate Champions for the time being. This has the same deadline as Sorare today. Sometimes Ultimate Champions has an earlier deadline, but today this game week kicks off at 3. Why don't we open up our rewards here to see what we've got? Yeah, nothing really spectacular. 250, 300, 335 MGC, which is not going to be enough for us to open another jumbo pack. But we will get 3 common cards as well. Oh, man. Did anybody you could tell I'm struggling a little bit here. It's really knocked me for 6, that. Got to try and plow through a little bit, but wow. Did anybody win anything from the midweek at all? Oh, this guy's okay. It's a pretty good pull. 19-year-old forward with 142 average on Ultimate Champions. You won 700 MGC from the league and 1 tournament plus 3 common cards. Got a second Saka. Very nice. Can never have too many Sakas, right? And then you missed out on the Una in the tournaments by just a few points. Oh, wow. You're having a really good push, aren't you, Twitch Gaming, on Ultimate Champions? I think I probably need to. Especially if I'm trying to downsize like my gallery on Sorare. I probably need to be having a bigger push on Ultimate Champions, really. Maybe that'll be a bit more of a focus, yeah. Because I feel at the moment I'm wasting the opportunity with my my epic cards, right? Because we have these epic cards that I've been collecting and buying, and these have the proper use in tournaments, right? And then in the tournaments, I just autofill. So I really should be thinking, like, what's the best team I can put out with all of these guys in it to then try and win something significant. And I never do it, which it kind of negates and makes it a bit irrelevant to have these, right? If you have the cards, but then you don't really spend the time to use them in the tournaments properly. So that's something I need to do. I won't do it today, but it's definitely something that I need to get into the habit of doing, of like building a proper team with these guys in there. Well, yeah, probably, but I think the other game will take up a lot of my time, and rightfully so. But yeah, in the meantime, definitely, I think I should be putting a little bit more time into this, really. Yeah, I need to take it more seriously. I feel like with Ultimate Champions, I never really do, but I really should give it more time and a bit more effort. Let's do the leagues here. Because we just changed the price on this to $6.99. What we could do is we can counter that now to... Oh, no. Change that. Let's do that. No, let's do that. Did we do that? No, let's do that. Okay, it's fine. Okay. I'd ideally like to sell a couple of these guys before the game week starts, though. Okay, that's fine. It seems such a shame to sell this guy for $6.50. But I think I'm going to do it. Just do it. What's that from Neil? I think I missed that in the chat. Neil won $140, got 9th and 14th place in the Prem in season Division 2. Wow. Yeah, congrats to you, Neil. Big congrats, man. It's huge. You do very well at the moment, Neil. Okay, that's done. We are going back to Ultimate Champions in a minute. Let me just take a look at some of these guys first of all. Xhaka is suspended for this weekend. Thank you. I don't actually think I've got him. Xhaka. Hello to Mark Gork as well. How you doing, man? Oh. Very difficult to sell. Okay. By the way, if anybody does want to buy any of my players, then feel free to drop me a oh, that's too low. Feel free to drop me an offer. That's what I'm saying. Let's do that. Most of my gallery's up for sale. I don't want to sell my whole gallery, but I need to pretty much have the whole gallery up for sale in order to sell half of it. because it's so slow to sell things on Sorare. You can't just put half your gallery up and expect it to sell. You basically need to put up everything. And then maybe is being a big word here, maybe you'll get close to selling your half your gallery. Okay. His pricing has changed. UC have updated their coding for the injuries. Always check other sources if not sure about other players. Have they actually updated their game so that it doesn't keep showing players that are like suspended when they're not? Because that's been going on for ages. Also, that's got me thinking about Sorare, because there was a stupid weird bug that was affecting Cap 240, well, the cap modes in general, where you couldn't see the remaining cap. Is that still the case right now? Because that was identified 3 days ago. Okay, they fixed it now. Good. Yeah, for like the last 2 days, you weren't able to see the points total and how many remaining points you had left over. Looks like they've just finally fixed it. Yeah. Took them so long to fix it, but they finally fixed it. Okay. Okay, so these guys have been changed. He's been changed too. Slovic has Lyndon Zalahi has been changed as well. Same for Carlos Garces. And then let's check out Quintero. Oh god, I can't believe Quintero's not sold. He has a home game as well this weekend, and he's very, very, very good at home. He's not sold. Unbelievable. I am selling the GOAT Zampedge. Well, I want to, or whether or not I can, I don't know. I thought that he would have gone or would have had some offers, but yeah, he hasn't gone. I really don't like that I'm selling him for so low as well. I really don't like it. I bought him for about 30. How is the GOAT Zampedri? How is he? Look, damn, he's like £12. No wonder I can't sell him. I'm not selling Zampedri for £12. I might as well keep him. So yeah, he's not going to get sold. I mean, I'm happy for these other 2 cards to be sold at that price, but I'm not dropping to that. I think it's bad enough that I'm already dropping to this alone. 17. Bodgy, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the 12 months, and thank you for the sub. Welcome back in. Oh, they have not. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, well, nothing new there then. All right. Let's go over to Pooky, Ultimate Champions. And then we'll come back and we'll start to see what lineups we can build for Sorare. What have we got here? Okay, due for way to Clermont. David Raya against Tottenham. That's a big avoid. This is quite a good one for Rakshovic. It could be a 0-0 under 2.5 scoreline. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to autofill this week. I'm really not too bothered. Let's see what the autofill gives us here. Okay, fine. And then let's just give the captaincy to Odegaard because he's in good form at the moment. All right, cool. And then go into the tournaments here, and then we're going to autofill everything. Again, I was saying earlier I should be taking this more seriously with Ultimate Champions. I really should, but I can't be bothered this weekend. Everything's going to be autofilled. I think we're going to have too much to do anyway on Sorare. There's also a bug in Limited Capsule 40 where you have around a minute time starting with 3 p.m. on deadline day, where you can submit the same lineup, although it would exceed the 240 cap because L15 scores are updated a minute after the deadline. Why am I not surprised about that? Like, why? Oh, Sorare. I think even if you'd done that, it would invalidate your team though, right? Because then during the game week, they'd then see the calculation, a new calculation, and your team would be over. So your team would be invalidated, right? I don't think it would give anyone an advantage. No, I want to know about that too, Manjit. I do want to know about that. Yeah, I want to know. I mean, we don't have any more information on it, but I would love for them to list it and on the exchanges soon, and then have the ability to withdraw and even just buy the Una. It's taking a while. Okay, confirm. I love this autofill. It just saves us so much time. Una is planned to be listed on the chain in Q2 this year. Okay. That's now though, isn't it? So at some point, like over, well, next month maybe? The month after that? Hopefully soon. Sucks a little bit. I was thinking about this the other day that if you earn loads of Una, if you had like loads of Una just sitting there, kind of sucks that you can't withdraw it. No, too low. I've had a load of pretty disrespectful offers actually, since I've mentioned, I made it known that I'm looking to sell half of my gallery. I always feel like when you say that, people then assume that because you're selling, you're willing to sell, basically give your players away for nothing. It's like, well, no, I'm not, I'm not desperate to sell. I want to sell, but I want to also get a decent price for them. I had like so many offers of like derisory offers really for rares and for limiteds. Like the offers where like a limited card is maybe worth like £1 or £2. It's not a lot, and then someone's offering you like 1p for it, or like 2p or 10p, and then same for rares. Like for a card that's maybe worth, I don't know, about £15-20, you're getting an offer for like £2. You're like, what? Like I'm not new. Come on, guys. So there's been a lot of blocks that have been happening. Because as soon as I get offers like that, I just block them now. Not worth the time. Yeah. A lot of people trying to steal my cards off me. I think it's just insulting though to other managers' intelligence that there's managers that think, yeah, I'll give you this offer and you should be okay with it. And like, well, no. All right, I think that's okay, right? For Ultimate Champions, I think we've done it. Can you imagine now if we ended up winning a tournament? This is the team we put out, completely autofill. I'd love it if that team now won. It's taken us like 20 seconds. No, not even that. Like 5 seconds, basically, because we autofilled it. Anyway, it's done. It's done. Right. Let's go over to the lineup builder. One team that we can do, because we're not selling it, is Luton Town, of course, right? I'm just starting to wonder whether it's really worth me, and this is actually kind of a bad thought, I'm just starting to wonder whether it's really worth me playing Luton Town in the in-season Premier League competition. Because I've seen some crazy scores from people playing in the Premier League in season. I'm talking scores of like 500, 450, 480, that kind of territory. And these people have won, like not significant amounts for that. And that just kind of makes me think, well, if my team's not going to hit 450, 500 points, right? And then even if it does, do I really want to be winning like €5 or something, or like for a 450, 500 point total, when I could just maybe play the Luton Town team in cap 240, for example, and then try and target the 340. And then if they hit 340, I then end up getting the $8. But of course, the upside in here is that it really pays off if you can get into the top 3 or even the top 5, right? But certainly the top 3, because then the prize pool massively ramps up. But I think we've got to be realistic here that in order to hit the top 3, we're kind of saying that this Luton team is going to outscore the likes of Man City and Arsenal's and the Liverpools of the world. I don't think so, actually. Now, one of the problems with this competition in Division 4 is that there's only 60 places that it's paying out. 60, right? There's 860 managers or entries in there, which means that we already got a very difficult time to get into the top 60, and that's only going to yield $5. What I'm actually thinking is that I might just cancel this and not play it anymore. I honestly, it's really kind of worried me seeing some of the scoring that people have got in the Premier League in season and the rewards they've got, as in what they're getting out of it doesn't really seem to be equal to what they should be getting out of it. And at the moment, I don't have a cap 240 team. And so what I'm thinking is that we could go into here with the Luton Town team, because I'm sure we can fit them in to 240. And then we just target the 340 points, right? Which will then give us $8. And at the moment, as I showed you, we have to be realistic and say that even if we enter our Luton Town team, it's unlikely that we are actually going to be able to, even in Division 4, which is the highest division that we can enter, I think it's really unlikely that we're going to be able to get anything more than a top 30 place, right? And so let's say that we're going to finish in this lower bracket. We're going to get $5, and we're probably most likely going to need to hit a lot more than 340 points to win $5. If in anything, we're going to need to be hitting around 380, 390, maybe 400 points to hit $5. So I was just thinking about it a few days ago, and I was thinking it really doesn't make sense at the moment for us to be entering this team in here when maybe we should just be trying to go for the $8 with it. Or we go into or we go into here and we say, you know what, let's just assume that they're going to do really good, and that if they are going to hit around 390, we target the 390, and then they hit us $25, right? Because that score there, 390, is realistically only going to be getting us about $5 in the Premier League in season. So it really doesn't make sense at all. Hello to Thiago as well. I'm actually getting $3 in champion in season Div 5 with 105 points. It's mad. That is pretty good. Yeah. So let's take this out. It's okay to leave these guys in here in Division 5 because these are throwaway teams here. And then why don't we go to capped mode, and then cap 240, then add a team, and we're going to add our Luton Town team in here. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Oh dear, I think Reece Burke is injured again, is he? Reece Burke at 95%. He has an illness since the 24th of April. Okay. What's happening here then? Let's have a look at this here. Okay. Reece Burke will be assessed ahead of kickoff. He lasted just 45 minutes against Brentford due to illness. If we don't need to take the risk, then we won't take the risk at all. And it looks like Mengi is going to be back. Yeah, let's put Mengi in there then. Where's he gone? There we go. Let's put Mengi in there for 50. We have the goalkeeper in there at 38. Barkley in there at 59. Oh, are we going to be able to do this, actually? I don't know whether we're going to be able to do this here. We have 52 for Carlton Morris, and we need 41. Oh, God, I don't think we can do it. That might just completely foil our plan. Because then I want to put Doughty in there. Doughty's 48. Okay. Well, there you go. There's that foiled. The only way we get around it is by putting a different defender in there. But to be honest with you, I don't really want to do that. Like, that's why Reece Burke would have been good. Look, he's a cost of 42. Maybe we do just brave it. I mean, we could go with, well, Issa Kabor looks like he's injured too. When was this updated? Last update was on Monday. Okay, so it hasn't been updated yet from Jordan. I'll probably be doing it today. Well, we could put Oso in. Oso has L15 of 41. Where's Oso gone? Yeah, here we go. So there you go. We can do it. Also played in the last game as well. I think he played 90 minutes, right? As he was injured before. Yeah, look, he came back to starting lineup 90 minutes. Good. Okay. I think we've got it. And then we're going to put the captaincy on. Who do we put the captaincy on? I want to put it on Ross Barkley because it's Barkley. He's their best player. Doughty has a higher XP. So if we put the captaincy on him and he does really well, it's going to be even better for us, right? Problem is that Doughty hasn't really been doing a hell of a lot. But he is on the corners and the free kicks, which is useful. This is how Doughty's been scoring away from home. Not very good. And that's Ross Barkley, who has a much better level of scoring away from home for Luton. Let's do Barkley. I think I'm going to feel more comfortable doing Barkley here. Right, so Cap 240, this is going to be the team. If we confirm it. Okay, right, this is the question here. What do we do, guys? Do we go for 340 or 390? This team could hit 340. And so it could be a nice $8 there. 390 to hit $25 would be lovely. You reckon I should do 340, Neil? Yeah, I'm edging towards 340, but it is tempting to do the 390 because we would have been trying to aim for 390 anyway in the Premier League in season. I think I have to think about how I would feel. How would I feel? If we targeted 390 and we didn't hit 390, but we hit, say, 340, I think I'm going to feel crappy. I think I'm going to feel crappy because realistically, I think this team could hit 340. Here's what I think I'm going to do. If I was really braving it, then I would do 390 and I'd be like, whatever, let's just go for it, right? Let's go for $25. If it pays off, it's going to feel amazing. If it doesn't, so be it, right? I am just worried here that if we target 390, we won't hit it, but then we might hit 340. We could hit 340 actually in this fixture. And then I'm going to be a bit annoyed that I didn't just target the $8, which is a good return actually for Luton Town. And I think the way I need to look at it is that if we do hit 390, but we target 340, then we're going to get $8 plus a card. Because 390 in Cap 240 is also going to be a card reward of some kind. So the bonus here will be the card. I think that's how I want to play it. Hello to Noisy Steve and Josh Wilson. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. It's a good question, actually. The flip of that Mark's put in the chat is that if I target the 340 and the team hit 390, am I going to be like, I should have been braver to go for the 390? And knowing myself, I know that I don't think I would feel bad because I don't expect this team to hit 390. That's the thing. Like, you wouldn't expect them to hit 390. I think realistically, the top end is around 340, 350. So if I was talking about, if I had like a Man City team or an Arsenal team or like a top team, and I targeted 340 when realistically that team could hit 390, then I think it'd be different. Because then I'd be looking at it and be saying, why did I not target the higher end when I've got such strong players and a strong team? This is Luton, who are like third from bottom. And the reality is that it's going to take some kind of miraculous upset for them to hit 390. It's just very, very like unlikely they're going to be able to do that. Whereas actually 340, even though that's going to be a stretch in itself, I think that realistically they could hit 340 because when they have done very well in the past, they have hit around 350, 360, 370, not quite hit 390 enough. So I think I'm going to go for 340. And then if they do end up overperforming past 340 and they get to 390, then at least we know we should be then in line to win some kind of a card reward from the team as well. So I think it's a good compromise. Yeah. All right. That's 340 done. We'll enter that team in here. Yes, we have the two backup ones. Let's put Reece Burke in here, just in case Reece Burke. In fact, we don't need to. We could put Max Kilman in here. Let's do Max Kilman. Do we do Max? No, let's not do Max Kilman there. It's a waste of a Max Kilman, isn't it? Put Reece Burke in there. This is a throwaway team anyway. All right, that's done. No, we only want money. Thank you, though. If you're here on the stream, thank you for the offer. But I'm only interested in selling for money here. K-League Special Weekly we can't do. Senior Special Weekly. Who's actually doing this one? Who's entering the Senior Special Weekly? I'm not, which is a bit of a shame. Could we enter it? That's the question, isn't it? If we don't sell our players, who would we have for it? In rare, for example. And is it even worth entering? Like, what's the prize pool? Top 40. Top 40 win. Oh, fuck that. I'm not entering that. You have to finish in the top 30 to get a tier 4 rare. Top 40 get a card of some kind, but 31st to 40 get tier 5. Nah, not doing that, I don't think. I thought the prize pool would be way better than that. What is it in limited? So the top, you have to finish in the top 40, and there's 1,486 entries in there. That is so overpopulated compared to the prize pool. It's terrible. Again, if you really wanted, I guess they're looking. If you look at the actual total amount of prizes you could get, top 100 gets something. But I'm not entering a special for a box. You know, I don't want to win that. That's not a win for me. To come 50th and win a box, right? To get basically a level up. Well, it's a 50% chance for a level up. It's pretty good, actually. That the percentages are okay there. It's not too bad. I don't think I'm going to do it, though. Yeah, the box percentage is really good there. Yeah, I didn't notice that before, but you're right. Like, having that at 50%, that's pretty good. That's really good. I wish that the boxes were more like that. Like a 10% chance to win a jersey. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. What about limited here? Is it the same? Yeah, 50% and then 10% for the jersey there. But again, on this one, there's more positions, but there's significantly more entrants, right? Because limited is a much more accessible for people as the entry level scarcity. We'd have to finish in the top 100 to get a tier 5. And there is 8,109. So at the moment, this is actually not too bad. But the rare is not very attractive at all. I don't think so, though. I mean, I don't even know who we'd have for it. Let's have a little look. We've got Dominguez here who we're trying to sell. I mean, maybe I would throw like Eli Room in. Maybe it'd be the type of team where I would throw, put a throwaway team in there. I definitely wouldn't play Quintero and Dominguez in there. So we could do like, for example, Eli Room. Where's... Ah, okay. I was just saying, like, where is the defenders that I've got for Vitesse, but they're not over 30, which is why they're not coming up. Do we even have a forward? We should have a forward, yeah. We'd have like Zampedri. Probably it would be like Santelli here. I wouldn't really want to commit too many good players into this one. Then maybe that's what it would be. Look. And then we could put like, say, Montiero in there. And then Pappy in there. Like that. And then maybe Philip Heiser in there. That could probably be the team that I enter just for the fun of it. Momo posted in the Discord prize pool and divisions update. I wish that they wouldn't do these types of things right before the deadline. Let's go and have a little look here. Okay, updates to go live from game week, May the 3rd to the 7th. They're still very insistent that they've almost dropped the game week number. After carefully analysing the data and listening to your feedback over the past month, we're ready to implement a first round of adjustments to improve our manager experience, blah, blah, blah. Bigger improvements are still to come in August. As an example, we will make it more evident that climbing divisions leads to better rewards and that aiming for the top division should be the goal of every manager. Yeah, it should be, but it hasn't been really. Next season prize pools will make that crystal clear. Okay. So this comes into effect game week. So basically next weekend. We have reviewed and adapt our prize pools to make the higher divisions more attractive. Here's what you can expect. Classic competition star tier 0 rewards will be reallocated from the lower divisions to the higher divisions. This is what I said. Do you guys remember? I said, like, you should not be able to win a star in a low division, like Division 5. Like, you shouldn't be able to. Like, it made no sense to me. I'm glad they're changing it. I just don't really understand why it was like that to begin with, because if you want to incentivize people to move up, then if you're in Division 5 and you know that you can win a star in there, then what's the incentive for you to try and get to the higher divisions? It should be that the stars you can only get at the high divisions, right? You can't just win the stars at the bottom end. So I'm glad they're changing it. I just don't understand why they didn't go with that from before, but here we go. It's okay. As an example, the star reward offered to the winner of Div 5 will be moved to the prize pools of the top divisions and replaced by Tier 1. Perfect. Yeah, I agree with that. It should not have been like that in the first place. In-season competitions, we will move some of the cash rewards from the lower divisions to the higher divisions. Yeah. Also makes a lot more sense, okay. We'll increase the percentage of lineups that is rewarded in the top divisions. Good. And we're also making adjustments to the unique competitions to rebalance the percentage of winning lineups in this scarcity. All of the above is a high-level review. It'll go live next weekend. Okay, good. And then reward boxes. Instead of limiting rewards to just rank positions, reward boxes will now be rewarded across a percentage of lineups in each competition. Okay. Interesting. That's quite good, actually. I think that's better that they're doing a percentage there rather than the actual rank. The first 5% of lineups will win 3 boxes. The top 5% to 12, 2. Top 12 to 25 will win 1 box. Okay. Good. Then divisions. The promotion relegation percentages will be divided by 2 for all competitions and divisions. For example, 25% of lineups will be relegated from Division 1 each game week instead of 50%. Okay, it's a big difference there. 12% will be promoted from Division 3 to Division 2 instead of 25%. They're making it a little bit more difficult to get promoted, but they're also making it a little bit more difficult to get relegated from the higher divisions. This means that 75% of lineups will remain safe in the same divisions every game week, as opposed to the previous 50%, allowing us to introduce more stability to movements across divisions and make promotion and relegation a more meaningful moment. With this change, promotion in classic competitions will consistently be celebrated with reward boxes. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is probably true. Yeah. That the in the higher scarcities, probably getting a box would be, you'd have a higher chance than 25%. I agree. Yeah. So it probably hurts the higher scarcities, but it probably massively helps the lower end scarcities. Yeah, good changes. I mentioned it before when we ran through the update. That was my big criticism with the rewards and the divisions, is that it's something that I even mentioned way before they announced a new format of divisions, right? And this whole classic and in season, is that for me it really makes no sense when, do you remember the old format where in the old format you could win like tier ones and tier twos, right? But you could win tier ones in the amateur division, right? Yeah, in All Star you could also win tier ones, and at the time I was saying I don't understand that, because what you should be doing is you should be saying, okay, you can only win up to a certain like tier, which is not a high level tier card reward, but you can win the higher level rewards as you progress further in the game, right? To incentivize people to keep spending and keep moving and progressing in the game. And then they launched the new format where they were offering for the top positions, like the top prizes, like a star. And the star should literally be where you can only really claim them at the top. And so then that's a big incentive to keep getting promoted, to keep pushing, right? So you can end up hopefully competing for star rewards. You shouldn't be able to compete for star rewards in the lowest division. It just makes no sense. I'm glad they changed that. Really glad, because I didn't agree with that to begin with. And I think that they've seen how actually what it's done is that it's actually incentivized some managers, especially the whales, to compete with a really strong team in the lowest division, just so that they can win those stars. And that's not the purpose of the divisions. The purpose of the divisions is that those whales or those strong teams should stay out of Division 5, because there's no real incentive for them to compete in there. They should be playing and entering their lineups in the higher divisions where their teams are more suited to, and also where the better prizes are, which is what they're going to want to win. So they're almost the
to the real world.
They're almost the maker of their own problem there, Sorare, but they've realized it. They've looked at the data. They've listened to the feedback. They've seen that people are saying, look, it's ridiculous. You know, like people are coming into this division that shouldn't really be in here. They're cleaning up the rewards. Why they're not in Division 1, Division 2, you know, and they've changed it, which is good. Hello to One for All FIFA. How you doing, man? Hello also to Twisted Fortune as well. Okay, we're just going to take a very quick breather. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys, all right? All right, guys, we're back in the house again. How you doing? Hello to Rude as well, and Audris Vinagris. Hello to you, man. Guys, can you let me know as well when Beast 195, Reindeer, and Tistil jump on the channel today? If they do, then can you just drop me a message? I might not see them jump into the chat. If they do, I still owe them some Sorare cards from their throw your hat in the ring success from last weekend. Because we've not been streaming for a few days, I've not been able to give it to them, but yeah, if they jump on today, I want to give it to them. Hello to Ligma as well. Oh, Reindeer's in here. Perfect. There you go. Reindeer. Amazing. Right. Funny enough, Reindeer, you actually have the... some of you guys might not be aware of this, right? So let's bring it up. Reindeer actually has the first pick anyway, because he correctly predicted the first exact score from the game week, which was Montreal versus Orlando 2-2. So, Reindeer, again, congrats to you, man. Thank you so much for the prediction, which was brilliant. And you've won a Sorare card, which now means that you can pick which one you want. Okay. So if we go back to my Sorare gallery here, there's quite a few cards to choose from. Feel free to go onto my gallery as well, Reindeer, and then click into this giveaway section, because these are the cards which I'm selling a few of them. I'm selling quite a few of them, as you can see, right? But any in here you can get, right? If there's any cards in here that you want, tell me and I'll send it to you live on the stream, like right now. I feel like this is the best week for regular divisions with how many teams are in seniors weekly comp. Yeah, probably true, actually, from Sterling Winter. Hello to Critical Chris as well. Good to see you in here, man. Thank you for jumping in. How's your gallery sale going? Guessing you discussed this earlier but wasn't there. It's very, very slow at the moment. I have sold quite a few players, really, I guess, right? But it's slow. Yeah, it's very slow. If I look at the players that I've sold recently, Derek Etienne Jr., Pedro Santos, we're only talking about £1 here for both of them. So really, probably should have just kept them, but they're out. Coca for 127, I think really cheap. Ryan Hollingshead for 353. Taha Sahin, really cheap for him. Amida Goose, we sold as well. Gorian, Biaki, I sold. And then, yeah, look, Joan Lucero and Pochettino as well. Although that was technically before I decided to start to sell everyone, or as many as I could, but like we still sold them. They've done brilliant last night, by the way. Lucero got an 82, right? And Pochettino got 3 assists in this game against Boca, look, for a score of 90. So those two done fantastic. Etienne Jr. just got a transfer. Where did he get a transfer to? I thought he might get a transfer. Did I massively undersell him then? Probably I did, didn't I? Yeah, probably I did, yeah. I sold him for like £1, and he's kind of been selling for like £2, so yeah. It's okay, though. It's not a big difference, is it really? The big reason for selling most of my players is because I want to... I need to. Not that I want to. I need a new computer. I don't have a proper computer at the moment. I'm streaming from a laptop. It's a bog standard laptop, and it's not very powerful. And it does the job because we were only really talking about a web game, you know, like a web browser game like Sorare. But I want to start to do other different types of games on the channel as well. I've been streaming for 18 months on a laptop. It's time for me as a streamer to upgrade my gaming rig, and I want to be able to fund some of that with Sorare cards that, you know, to be honest with you, probably I don't need. Just got a lot of money tied up in the game I don't need to have as well. I'm also, like I mentioned earlier, that's the main reason. I think I'm also where I'm at with Sorare is that I still really enjoy playing the game, and I think the game still can go and achieve really big things. But the game's also a big source of frustration for me. So I don't love the game as much as I loved the game 3 years ago, right? In fact, I probably don't love the game anymore, but I do still like playing it. But a lot of the love that I had for the game 3 years ago, unfortunately, has been strangled out of me because of, the same things that we see around poor communication, no communication at all. At times, we see the team not doing enough. We see the team doing things that don't make sense. And just the usual stuff. The market is constantly going down. Doesn't seem to be a handle on that. So for me, I want to keep playing it, but I also want to reduce my commitment on Sorare, and I want to be able to put that towards a different game that I also want to be covering on the channel as well. Yeah, there's another play to earn game that I'm enjoying. It's very fun, very good for earnings as well, and that's the reason why I want to get a new computer, because at the moment I can play the game, but my system's not powerful enough for me to play it and stream it, right? I need a new computer to be able to do that. Once I've got the new computer, I'll then be able to play the game and stream it to you guys, and then actually start doing content for it to help you guys also play it and to also be earning from it, right? Because the earnings are very good on there. Very good. Sopsy, thank you so much, man, for the sub. Reindeer wants Veroni. Okay, you've got him, man. Reindeer, what's your Sorare manager name? Reindeer. Is it Reindeer? It's Rain123. Okay, perfect, man. Is it? Like, which one? I was going to say, perfect. All right, man. We found you. Okay, so trade. And then we're going to send Veroni. There you go, man. And again, congratulations on your prediction that you gave us on Pooky. It was brilliant. It was spot on. So you have earned this one. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but the throw your hat in the ring is available already. So if any of you guys redeem it, we can do it. We won't do it in the English League because, of course, it's already in process. But what we could do is we could do the German League, or we could do a league that has like 9 games in it. Probably the German League, actually. We'll do it in the German League. So if anybody fancies doing a prediction for me in the German League this weekend, with a chance to win a limited card or just a Sorare card in general, because we have a few rare cards in there as well, then all you need to do is redeem Throw Your Hat in the Ring, and then give me the game that you want to predict on, including the score. We'll then put that in, and then if you get that 100% correct this weekend, you'll be able to choose what card you want to win. Very welcome, Reindeer. You've accepted it, right? Oh, not yet. Okay. But it's over there. It's waiting for you to accept when you want to. Oh, Twitch Gaming is going to get us started with a Throw Your Hat in the Ring. Love it. I was expecting Twitch Gaming to get us started, actually. He loves the German League. And I'm expecting big things from Twitch Gaming with his prediction here. I'll be disappointed if we don't get a 100% exact score from Twitch Gaming now. There you go. Reindeer's got his card. Good stuff. All right. let's go off this here. Let's go into Pooky quickly. What game do you want to give us here? What game do you want to... You redeemed it before you said Germany. Okay, cool. Even better then. What game are we going to go for? It's going to be Dortmund, isn't it? Surely it's going to be Dortmund. Yeah, me too, Sopsy. Yeah, I do like it. I think it makes a lot more sense. I was saying that the big criticism I had with the update, or the original update when they changed it to the new format, was how I didn't like it how they were offering stars at the lower ends, right? Because that's just not going to incentivize people to move up. If anything, it's just going to encourage people to be who should be playing in a higher division to then be coming down and basically taking all the best rewards from the lower divisions, right? And so I'm glad that they've changed that. I think that was a big oversight on their part originally, but I'm glad they fixed it. What game are we going for here? I'm really curious to see what game we're going to go for from Twitch Gaming. I haven't seen anything from him yet. He's trying to, like, the pressure's on, you can tell. He's really trying to work it out. He's like almost the German expert here. I'm going big and say 3-1 Dortmund. Oh my God. Wow, that is going big, isn't it? Yeah, Quintero will start, yeah. Leipzig 1, Dortmund 3. Are you sure? You definitely want to do that, right? I mean, I'd expect nothing less from a Dortmund fan. I like the points total of it. I like the points potential of 603.8, so I've got no problem at all with doing this. If it comes off, it's going to be amazing. Yeah. The funny thing is, Sopsy, is that we actually told Sorare, we warned them about that, how having the high-end prizes in the low-end divisions is going to basically see people get either relegated on purpose, deliberately, or it's going to see whales swim into the waters of the smaller fish, right? And then it's going to make it a horrible experience for the smaller galleries out there that want to try and have a chance of winning that sort of stuff. So they got warned about it, and they said at the time that they want to see how it goes, right, in this transition phase, and if that is the case, then they'll make an adjustment. So I think they expected that there would be there would be something like that, and they definitely knew about it from us anyway. But yeah, it's just great that they've changed it now. It needed to be changed. All right, here we go. Leipzig 1, Dortmund 3. It's locked in. It's in. So if it ends up being Leipzig 1, Dortmund 3, then Twitch Gaming is going to win a Sorare card. And he gets to choose a Sorare card from my gallery. So we're going to do Leipzig here versus Dortmund. What's happened there? There we go. Then we're going to go 1-3. Of course, it is none other than Twitch Gaming. Done. All right. Thank you for that as well. Oh, Sopsy's done one too. Okay. Sopsy is also throwing his hat in the ring. What are you doing for your throw your hat in the ring then, Sopsy? There's the game that happens tonight. So remember, guys, that if you get your prediction as an exact score earlier than the others, and you get the earlier pick. It's going for Bochum versus Hoffenheim. He's doing it. Sopsy's going for the game tonight. I love it. I love the bravery, especially Bochum to win 2-0. Wow. 417.6 points. I love that. That's bold. That is bold. Because I'd actually expect Hoffenheim to score here. But if they don't, then Sopsy's going to be laughing his way to a Sorare card. Love it. All right, we lock it in. 2-0. It's as easy as that, guys, honestly. Bochum versus Hoffenheim. 2-0. And then we're going to go with Saucy. It's literally as easy as that. Just redeem the coupon and then give me a game and give me a score. And then you're in the competition to win a Sorare card this weekend. Right. We're not really getting anywhere, are we? Selling our players. It's not really happening. Why is it not happening? Look, we keep getting undercut here. This is ridiculous, isn't it? And this is what scares me about the platform at the moment, is that there is just not enough demand at all. I shouldn't really have to be doing this, if I'm honest with you, because this is a very good goalkeeper. Playing for a decent team that offers midweek utility, he offers international utility as well. We're struggling to sell him. It's one of the it was one of the best goalkeepers for scoring last year on Sorare. We're struggling to sell him. So it's madness, really. Absolute madness. And because everyone else is struggling to sell him, there's this spiral of dropping the prices, right? Driving the prices down. And it's not like he didn't sell for this either. He sold recently a couple of times for about £100. Anyway, we've adjusted that. I mentioned it before, but if anybody literally wants any of my players, then just drop me an offer. Or ideally buy it at the list price, right? Because they're usually the cheapest on the market anyway. And I try to price them fairly. But if you can't actually match the list price, just drop me an offer, and I'm sure we can work something out. I am accepting Ether and cash as well. Did he sell? Was there a Hervey Kofi which is just sold? No. There was one 5 days ago. Damn, okay. I'm hoping these leagues will boom when it hits home for people that their champ players are not playing for weeks. Yeah, I hope so too. But I also want to be in a position, ideally, where I have sold most of the players that I want to. But you're right. Hopefully it does boom a little bit. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, fine. We have good prices there for everyone, I think, at the moment. Right. So our cap 240, where's it gone? There it is there. So our cap 240 team for limited is done. I need to theoretically plan out what could be our cap 240 team. There is absolutely, I agree with you, there's way more chance of getting blood out of a stone. It's dreadful. It's dreadful. It's really worrying me. It really worries me how dead the secondary market is, you know? Does it not worry anyone else at all? I think it's super worrying that there's literally no demand. Right. If we was going to put a team out, so let's say that we don't end up selling any of these players, right? Hervey Kofi at 50 is pretty good. Dominguez at 52 is pretty good as well, but probably if I'm going to play Dominguez, it will be not in cap 240. What does the tool suggest here? Okay, Kofi, Mullenstein, Monteiro, and then Tapia and Zampedri. No, there isn't. I don't think there is demand at all. No. And I don't think there's been for a long time. There's a small amount of demand, but there is not enough demand that there should be versus the number of cards. It's too difficult to sell. Like a lot of cards. And it shouldn't be that way. We would probably play Hervey Kofi. And Garterman's got quite a good fixture here. Okay, let's take these two out. I don't really want to play the Vitesse boys in any serious competition because they've got nothing to play for. Yeah, it probably would be Garterman. Yeah, the PSV cards are selling like hotcakes, aren't they? Like if you don't have a PSV stack, then which most won't have, right? Then it kind of it kind of feels like it's going to be difficult to win at the moment in any type of competition because they're just smashing it every game. It's mental. Morales here. United are a joke, yeah, and I can say that as a United fan. Just absolute joke of a club right now, the way they're playing, and also the way they're conducting themselves. I just want the season to come to an end, really, so we don't have to suffer with it anymore. Game week 475 is the next time we'll have Leonardo Morales there. Okay. Still buying the rare United stack next season? No. No, I'm not. That's the answer to that. I'm not. My priorities are changing now. If I'm going to spend that amount of money, I will probably spend it in the other game. Which hopefully, if I can sell my players, guys, I can then start revealing and talking about and streaming. But until I'm in a position to do that, I won't. But no. Yeah. It would have been nice to have done that, but no. And also, to be honest with you, Audris, I know we're talking about United players, so their appeal will probably be a much higher. The demand for those types of players will probably be much higher, right? But when I see that, like, if I want to sell my players today, and my players are decent, like they hit me rewards pretty much every week, right? And I see at the moment that I can't sell them, and then when I can sell them, I'm having to take huge losses on them on the face value of the card. in order to sell them, it does not incentivize me to buy more cards at all, right? Why? I mean, why would I buy more cards when I know that if I buy them, I'm going to struggle to sell them, and then if I do sell them, I'm going to take big losses on them. Just no, no. Maybe things will be different in 6 months' time, but at the moment, I definitely can't see me doing that anymore. No. I would want to play Kadri here if we don't sell Kadri. And that's going to give us 85. Oh, that's tricky. I want to leave about £500 in the account. So basically at the moment, let's just quickly bring it up. Yeah, I have like a valuation at 844. I want to probably have this at around £500, give or take, right? So I'm trying to basically free up 300 to £400, right? If I can free up that amount, that'd be great. And then I'll have the remaining 500 in there to just continue to play Cap 240 and the cap modes mainly until the transition phase is over. If we were going to play, I mean, Santelli at 37 is very good. It then gives us 48, but the problem with Santelli is that he doesn't really start enough. That'd be quite risky to put him in there because he might not actually start. Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. I mean, probably I'd want to do like Paul Areola. Maybe that's what I need to do. Because I think I do want to try and sell Peter Musa. It would be great if we could play Areola and Musa together. But if I put Areola in there, it only gives us 39. Oh, that's a little bit problematic, isn't it? Because then we're looking at, okay, we could put Bokat in though. Bokat's been scoring so bad at the moment though. His scoring has been terrible. I mean, I probably would do it, but I wouldn't enjoy doing it. What will you do when the transition is done? Go fully back into limited? No, I'd keep the rare. I'm not going back into limited again. Good question though. I'd keep the rare, and whatever rare teams I can put out in whatever divisions, I will then do it. Probably I'd play in contender because most of my players that I've got are in contender. So yeah, likely contender. But yeah, no plans to go back to limited ever. Had had too many bad experiences with limited now. I'm done with it. We're good. Am I selling Bokat? Okay, Bokat. Yeah, so I have Bokat up for sale for very little. To be honest, I might just cancel it anyway. Yeah, I think we've done it. It's likely that we're going to play Bokat. This is in the seniors. What are we doing in the seniors here? Oh my god. What a fail. Oh no, here we go. Here we are. Sorry. We do have a seniors as well that we were thinking about. But yeah, most likely we're going to play somebody in here. We have only 39 to do it. It will probably be, looking at our options here, it will probably be, yeah, Bokat. Which would then give us a score of 68. And then what I would do is I would probably captain, not Kofi. I don't like to captain my goalkeepers, you know that. I would probably captain Kadri or Garterman, like that. Yeah, seniors is a bit weak, yeah. We looked at seniors earlier and it doesn't look that great, really. That's a good one, Touch Gamer. You nearly got me with that. Yeah, okay. So let's save this team. I think this is probably what we're going to play. If we don't sell, for example, Kofi or Kadri, we've even got Areola up as well for sale. We've basically got pretty much everyone up. But we have to think, okay, if we don't sell them, then why don't we at least put a team out for Capsule Fully Rare to try and earn the $15, right? And I think this team realistically could hit the $15 there. It's got a 44% chance to do it according to Sorare data. And, you know, these guys are capable of doing 270. Let's save that. Right. Oh my god. This is probably one of those small things now that also makes me not want to put more money into the game and obviously want to try and free up money out the game. The fact this keeps coming up, this has been coming up for like a year and a half. And it's stuff like that which makes me question what the team are doing for that to keep coming up every week. Press confirm it's gone. How is that still coming up a year and a half every week? Oh, we just sold Stefan. We sold Gottman. That must have been one of you guys here on the stream, right? We just sold Gottman now. Okay. Well, that throws that out the window then, doesn't it? Okay. Well, thank you. Whoever bought him, thank you. Appreciate that. You've got a good player here with a very good fixture. Okay. So we wouldn't potentially do Gottman now. We can't. But we would have 54, which means that we could do Carl and Zarkus instead. Wouldn't really want to do it, but we would, I guess, do it. No, you don't need to see it every week. I don't understand how that's been allowed to happen for a year and a half now. Surely somebody in the game would say, do we really need to let people, like, do we really need to ask people that every week? And if it is deliberate, then I think that's a dumb thing to do, to ask people to confirm every week. If it's not deliberate and if it's some kind of a bug, why has that not been addressed after a year and a half? And that's the thing that worries me a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I do. I want more viewers, not less. Yeah. Can't be doing strip poker. Yeah, I don't think it's a requirement at all that you have to ask your users every week to confirm details, right? It should be the sort of thing that maybe you have to confirm it once every 6 months or so, or every time you change it, it then asks you to confirm all the details again. But I've never known another game or another kind of platform, even like with betting tools and stuff like that, like betting sites. I've never known another site where you have to every week confirm the same details. Just a nonsense, really. Khan's Arcus would probably go in there then. It's not as good as Gartenman, but he'd probably go in. And then probably give the captaincy to Khan's Arcus as well. Yeah, exactly. There should be a setting for a user to say, like, how often do you want to be notified or informed of your security details, right? How often do you want to be reminded of your account security details? And then you can say once every 3 months or once every 6 months or once every year, whatever. It shouldn't be the same thing that comes up every week for a year and a half. Really poor. And if it is a requirement, then why haven't Sorare ever said that this is why we're telling you, we're asking you about that? It's something that we're legally obliged to do, right? Because if it is, maybe it is, right? I just can't believe that it is at all. And it's just very, very annoying that that comes up and it's still coming up a year and a half. And it just worries me that they are not dedicating enough resources to things if they can't even fix that. If it needs to be fixed, that's the thing. Okay. So that would potentially be our Cap 240 limited team. Let's, for the time being, let's add it in. We won't confirm it, but we'll just have it ready to go. Right. Collins Arcus then Kadri. Then we said Paul Ariola. And then, yeah, we've got Bock out, right? There. With probably Collins Arcus as the captain. In a way, I'd like to captain Kadri, because Kadri, as we know, can hit these big, big scores, but they've not really been at it so far. They look like a bit of a defeated team that know they're getting relegated. And to be honest, if you look at the last year, he's not really hit enough high-end scores to justify us giving him the captaincy. Arcus has, I think. He's not been in the greatest run of form. Oh, to be fair, look, he hasn't hit as much as what I thought. Not at all. He really hasn't. I don't know what they've really got to play for, though, no? I mean, they're officially relegated. I guess playing for pride. Or playing so that other clubs can then be interested in them. How much did I buy Gartenman for? What? Bought by Geordie88 13 minutes ago and then traded to Mufa. Okay. Thank you, Sopsy. Yeah, catch you on the next one, man. Yeah, I kind of bought him for 9.57 cash and then a Golini, who's worth about £3 now. So we kind of made about a 50% loss, really, on him. Yeah, it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? I was thinking that. Looks a bit weird how, like, it was bought by Geordie and then 14 minutes ago it's been traded very quickly. I don't know. Does look a bit weird, though. Maybe it's not, but yeah, looks a bit strange. Right. Let's keep going. I still need to try and figure out the teams I'm going to be entering. So Cap 240, and then we've got the Cap 240 rare, potentially good to go there. The only thing I want to check with that is when's the game happening? I'll check it when we add it in. Okay. All-Star Limited, I think, is fine. Oh, guys, we need to do the community team. Let's not forget about that. Okay, guys, who do we want to... let's do some votes for this one, as we usually do, for the community team, okay? Two defenders or two midfielders. Oh, no, two forwards, sorry. We can't do two midfielders. We don't have two midfielders. All right, go. Vote. Hello to Bodzo. Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, we talked about the announcement, and I think it's a win. Yeah, much better. What do you reckon? What do you think about it? I think these were changes that needed to happen. Thank you, Twisted Fortune, for jumping in on your lunch break, man. Always appreciate you coming in. So thank you, man. Big hug back. Do vote, guys. We've only got 6 votes at the moment. Your voting is to whether we play 2 defenders or 2 forwards this weekend. 2 forwards, okay. All right, let's take that off. And then we need to vote on who we're going to play. So Melia will play. Tommy has to go in. It's a question here of which defender do we want? We have basically 2, Fontas or Leibold. Let's bring this up as well. I think personally we should be playing Fontas, if I'm honest with you. Leibold's form recently has been really bad. Yeah, this has been the form of Leibold at the moment. Should I just do us a favour and not even do a vote for this one? We don't really want to be picking a player that's been in that type of form. Fontas is way better. He's a way better scorer. Way better player. He's not quite found... sorry. Well, if I can spell his name. He's not quite found that form yet, but he has only just returned from injury. Oh, that being said, he had a good score on the last one. I think it's an obvious one. We put Fontas in there, don't we? So Fontas goes in. The question really is around what forwards do we want here? Let's bring up the Challenger in season. If we put Media in and then Fontas, right? Then Tommy. Right, now this is the question for everyone. Who do we go with here? Johnny Russell is at 55%. Pulido's at 55%. Shaloy's at 95%. It looks from the projection that Agadar is kind of almost a 50-50 as to whether he keeps his spot up front. Shaloy at the moment is the surest starter. Let's have a look at RotoWire as well. Yeah, look, Pulido, Johnny Russell, Shaloy. So at the moment, it looks like Agadar's going to miss out now. Agadar was not a starter anyway. He basically came in for the injured Johnny Russell. But now it looks like they're thinking Johnny Russell could get back in, start starting again. So we put Shaloy in, right? Yes or no? I don't know if I don't think we need to do a vote for that one. Shaloy goes in, right? Unless I'm missing something here. Shaloy will be our going to the forward slot. Then we just need to work out whether it's then Johnny Russell, Pulido, or Agadar if we want to take that risk, right, for the extra slot. Well, to be fair, we couldn't play Pulido in here. If we wanted to play Pulido, then we would need to take this team out of the in-season competition and play it in Classic. So we can play Pulido if you want to. It just means that we can play Pulido in this team, but then we take it out of in-season and put it into Classic. If we want to play in-season, we're going to need to play either Agadar or Johnny Russell. There's no new in-season cards for Pulido. You can see that Agadar's got a new season card, and then Russell has a new season card as well. You can get your rewards at 7 p.m. UK time today. It's another poll. And then we'll do one more poll after this as well, and that'll be for the captaincy. All right, there you go. So remember, we are voting here as to who you want as the forward. Is it Agadar, Pulido, or Johnny Russell? Make sure you guys vote. We have 5 votes at the moment. Guys, do vote. Honestly. This is the community team at the end of the day. I know we've got a bigger community than 5. Hello to Steve Byrne. I'm good, man. You right? You guys have voted for Pulido, which means that we take this out of in-season. So it's not playing for cash anymore. And we're going to put it into Challenger Classic. we've actually got a Division 2 Classic team. This one here. Midweek didn't go good, but I didn't have a team. I didn't put a team out for it. What about yourself? Did you win anything at all? Or are you set to win anything? All right, and then this is the big one here. This is going to be the vote for the captaincy. So I'll give you guys the option for that, and then all you need to do is just vote, and then whoever gets the most amount of votes here is going to be our captain this weekend for the community team. All right, so we're going to go with Amelia, Fontas, Tommy, Shaloy, and then Polido. All right, I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes for this vote, okay? You guys have 2 minutes to vote as to who we should captain for this team here for the community team. And it's going to be a team that we're going to be entering into Division 2 Challenger Classic season. Try and win a good card or a good box as well. So do vote. Well, nothing in the midweek, despite some good scorers. Won 3 rewards last weekend, which was nice. 2 tier 5s and a tier 4, but still got something. So remember, guys, you're voting at the moment as to who we should captain in the community team. Remember that all of the rewards that we get from the community team go back to the community. So we want you guys to pick a good team, pick a good captain, because if you do that, you'll then be able to win the reward that we hopefully can win. I don't need to explain it, because if you just click on them, if you click on the icon, it gives you the explanation. If you click on it, it opens up the explanation. Just wanted to let you know, because she enjoyed your streams a lot. Man, I enjoyed massively when Betty was on the streams, you know? Really do. So it's a massive blow. Huge blow for you. Not for me in the streams, but I think she'll just be missed, man. Big time. At the moment, we have a total of 10 votes. Guys, do get more votes in. You've got about 30 seconds or so left to have a say on who we captain in the community team this weekend, right? Oh, Beast is in here. Beast, we're going to give you your reward. You're going to get to pick your Sorare card that you won from the weekend, Beast, okay? From Throw Your Hat in the Ring. Hello to you, man. Been waiting for you to jump on. I'm glad you did. Shaloy's the captain. Shaloy's the captain, and it's going to have a score of 67. So there we go. Guys, that's your team. That's your team for the weekend in Division 2 Challenger Classic season, okay? So good luck to the team, and thank you to everyone that took part in voting for it. We'll see if we can win a good card reward and then some good boxes, and hopefully we get some cards from those as well. Just any kind of reward would be great here at the moment. But yeah, that is the team now. Why does it say they have no game? They do have a game. Unless that game's been cancelled, right? That's another bug, isn't it? There we go. My word. I need to cleanse this game of all the bugs at the moment. It's far too many. All right, Beast, you want to tell me, if you want to have a little look at my gallery, You want to tell me what card in the giveaways list here? What card you want to win? There's a handful in there. Don't worry about the ones that are listed for sale. You can still pick those if you want. Yeah, there's just the game is riddled with bugs at the moment. They need like a bug squashing team, almost like a dedicated bug squashing team in Sorare. Just run through the game and just get all the bugs sorted. There's like an XP bug in the game that's been there for like the last year, and it's not been fixed. It's not been fixed. Yeah, check it out and then just let me know which one from this that you want to win. There's another page as well. There's a second page, right? With additionals in there. We've not had we've not sold anyone. But well, we sold Stefan Gartman. That's not true. We sold Stefan Gartman. How have we not sold anyone else at all? We haven't even had any offers, have we? For Dominguez, we haven't had any offers for Musa or for the Católica keeper. Unbelievable. What's happened to the other goalkeepers here? There were loads more. Okay, so wow. Okay, so Woodzu bought in from a bot for £54.73. Okay. Did we get an offer from him? I think we might have done, right? Yeah, I had an offer from him. Look. Yeah, he offered me. I rejected it. He wanted to send me Matt Saunchens, which is not bad to be fair, and then 55 quid. He only really wanted to spend 55, and I really wanted to get more than that. I wanted to get closer to 60. Actually, a lot more than 60, to be fair. Maybe we'll put that price up a little bit. Yeah, well, I don't know. He could be. I don't think he should be, though. I think he's still kind of good enough to play top level. He's not been as good as what he used to do, has he? That's the thing with Saunchens. Been a little bit underwhelming. Let's do that. Do we do that? I mean, ideally, I want to get closer to 70, actually. Let's change that then. Let's do that, yeah. Let's do that. Okay, let's just do that. Yeah, he's definitely past his peak, I think, isn't he? Yeah. Good afternoon to Green Dog. How you doing, man? We're probably going to have to cancel this listing anyway in a minute. No, he's not a fixed starter. He's starting at the moment because Sebastian Perez is injured. Before Sebastian Perez was injured, they were giving Gilia a little bit of a run in games as well. So I think there's a potential where he could be playing quite a bit throughout the season. Perez has got quite a big injury track record too. I think it depends a little bit on how he does before Perez comes back as well. I think this is the crappy thing about list or play is that, okay, if I can't play my cards and list them at the same time, then the trade-off should be that technically it should be easier to sell your cards, right? Because then there should be less cards on the market and there should still be enough demand that you get for your cards then that you can then sell them, right? But at the moment, it seems like it's a lose-lose situation where you can't play your cards and list them. So you reduce the chances of you being able to sell your cards. But then when you don't play your cards and you're listing them, you're almost no better off because they're not selling anyway, really. I think that's the frustration that I have with the list or play is that, and I had that reservation at the start, is that, okay, I should really be able to maximize my chances to sell my cards. But if you're saying you can't list and play them, okay, well, I'd like the secondary market to be in a healthier position, but it's not. Which is why we're having to plan a team, because if they don't sell before 3, then it's probably unlikely they're going to sell this weekend. And then even if some of those players do well and I start to see that they're selling, I might even cancel teams to then get them sold. But it just seems like a real loss here at the moment. Like for All-Star, potentially we need to put a team out for All-Star, right? We have one for Cap 240. In fact, do we need to go into All-Star? Yeah, we probably do. 4,984, 630 places there. Okay, Cap 220 is too crowded. And pretty much the same for Cap 270 as well. We also need to potentially think about adding in a team, a classic team for contender in Division 3. This one. Where if we don't sell Gilia, we put Gilia in there. Then we do... Oh, is Amperero back? He was injured. What's the expert saying here? No. Okay. He's still out, yeah. I do, but not at the moment. Yeah, I do, but not at the moment. Not right now. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Like usually when on this stream, I'm good to go and then I can answer lots of questions on lineups. But at the moment, I can't really be taking questions just because it would take up time that I need to figure out my own teams first of all. So we put Pinares in, and then if we've done Tapia and Zampedri, it's going to be a little bit of a broken stack. If we play it, which we probably will, because I don't think these guys are all going to sell, right? In fact, they're probably not. But then we need to figure out a defender. We won't put Quintero in because if we do play Quintero, we'll play him alongside Dominguez, right? Is Heiser going to play again? Because if he is, we'll potentially do that. Is he going to play, yeah? Okay. So thank you for that. That would be our solution here then, is that we could put... That's actually a good solution because in our Cap 240, we couldn't play Collins Arcus, right, in contender because he's a challenger. But having Heisa in All-Star would have been a good option as well. But then it would have left us short with having a decent defender in contender. But we have Huge Bar. I'm not too confident about Huge Bar at the moment. This is probably the best option like that. And then we would captain Tapia. Just in case Tapia could hit another big score like a 70-93. Okay, so that team is kind of ready-ish as well. Then the next one that we need to think about is All-Star. And those will probably be all the rare teams that I'll do. I'll be honest with you, I'm not really too fussed about the limited teams, but if we get time to do them, we will put something out. I don't think I have enough goalkeepers anymore. Hello to Calfert and hello to Con as well. Connor, I remembered. Thanks, guys, for jumping in. At the moment, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to figure out what teams we might potentially play in about half an hour's time, even though I am selling, as you can see, pretty much my whole gallery. And so ideally I want to sell them, but if we don't sell them before the weekend, then it seems a shame to not enter a couple of teams, right? To have a go at winning some rewards with them. So I'm just trying to figure out what I would do with the players that we don't sell. You would have first in every Prem Limited Division 2 and 5 and got a star reward. Instead, I got a tier 1 in Div 1 for getting think. You finally sold your second Div European players. Took a week to sell 9 players. You're doing better than me. You're doing way better than me. I haven't sold. I've been selling these guys for a while. That's not true, actually. I put pretty much everyone up a few days back, but it's just a very slow, painful grind to get them sold. It almost feels like you're trying to sell shit players when they're not shit players. They're pretty decent players, actually. But it feels like it's a harder graft to get your good players out the door, you know, that should already be people wanting to buy them, right? I think that's what's a little bit frustrating with it, is that it's not like I would understand it if I was trying to sell like a bunch of players that were just complete dog shit, right? Then I'd be like, okay, fine, I accept it's going to take a while to shift them. We're talking about good players here, and they're not getting any interest really. We're just struggling to get them out the door. I did actually think about selling like 10 of them in one go to a bot. But by doing that, I was basically losing about 150 to 200 pounds by doing it that way. That would have been the quick way for me to do it. I could probably sell 10 players really quickly doing that. It's just a lot of money to leave on the table, right? That's true. Yeah, payday Tuesday for some. Keep the faith. You're really interested in my Dominguez, but this would mean I would need to get more into rare cards for the season break. Worth it, though. We need to, if we don't sell Dominguez in half an hour's time, we will probably need to line him up, because we can't really not line him up with a home game as well, where he could score very good. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, Quintero, Dominguez, POV suspended. I nearly forgot about that. Yeah, POV is suspended. got the red card. He served the suspension there. Interesting. Sorare America is saying that he's out for 1 match, but then this guy here, Hugo, is saying he's out for 2 games. Yeah, I think we need to be safe here and go with the 2 games, don't we? It's a straight red. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, look, when he's had a straight red before, he's missed 2 games here. And this was a game which was in the Copa Libertadores, but this one here, I think, is the key telltale indicator. Red card, then misses 2 games. Okay. So if we are going to play this team, we do Dominguez then Quintero. Is Lyndon Salahi going to play? Oh, they're not doing any lineups, are they? The Croatian boys, right? I think Salahi should play. He missed the last game. But I think that was a suspension. Yeah, that was a suspension. Which means that, yeah, we would probably play then Salahi. Because we have Kadri in potentially in 240. So yeah, we'd then do Salahi, which then means, oh, we couldn't do Smolcic because I've sold Smolcic. We did have Smolcic, but I sold him. So we can't pair him up. But then what we could do instead is the I would play, for example, Carlos Garces, right, as the forward, and then probably pair up Garces with Musa. I feel like we can't almost leave Musa out, even though I want to sell him. If he doesn't sell, I'll play him. And we could actually think about captaining Musa, although probably I would captain Quintero because he's playing at home. But then we could do something like that. Looking on Twitter, a lot of people seem to say it's 1 game for POV. That's okay. I mean, the great thing, well, good and bad. The good thing is that POV doesn't really suit scoring for All-Star anyway. He's much more suited towards Threshold, whereas Zalahi's much better at scoring higher than POV, which makes him a better fit for All-Star. So even if it is 1 game, this is the combo that I really want to have. And then having POV is just a bonus, right? But he's not really the type of player that I should be playing in All-Star. I only really tend to play him just to stack him with these guys, but he's never really ideal. How much in-season can you play in Limited Classic Challenger? You can play as many as you want. You can play 5. Yeah, there's no limit as to how many in-season cards you can play in Classic, but there is a limit as to how many Classic cards you can play in season. You can only play 1 Classic card in season, but you can play all 5 in-season cards in Classic if you want to. Do we have an offer for something? Yeah, that is true. He does take a lot more set pieces, but no. Thank you if that's somebody on the channel, but no thank you as well. Okay, so at the moment we've got kind of like 3 teams that we could go with. Cap 240 is looking like this one here. with 1 point left to spare. Contender is this one here, largely the Cattolica stack with Heisa in there for the injured Amperero, and then Tapia as the captain. And then All-Star is looking like this here. Pretty good. Can we do another limited team? I don't know if we can, guys, because I don't think I actually have a load of limited goalkeepers anymore. Could we do another limited team in... Doesn't really matter. Let's just do this one for now. Like, what other starting limited or goalkeepers do I have? Because we've got like Eli Room. Ah, that was what we were thinking about doing. We were thinking about playing something in the senior special, weren't we? Yeah, we were. So maybe that's what we could do. I think the senior special is kind of a bit crappy for rewards, but I don't mind throwing in a bit of a crappy team at the same time. Well, hold on a minute. If we wanted to do a challenger rare, if we wanted to do that, it would largely be the same anyway, wouldn't it? Although we don't have Slavic anywhere. So maybe we would need to do... But if I was going to enter a rare team, it'd be in cap mode, probably cap 270, rather than challenger. Or would it? The thing with that is that we wouldn't have a chance to win a box, for example, but then only really playing for the cards here. In challenger, if we wanted to do a classic team in Division 3, 130 positions get a card award and then 2 boxes, and then outside of that it's a freaking box. Okay, that's not attractive for me to go in there, with there being 2,034 as well. I mean, technically it is, right? Because it means that we've got a very good chance to win a box, but I don't want to be winning the boxes, you know? They have 95% chances for the level ups. That's not a good enough reason to go in there and get a box. Obviously, we'd like to win a card or something, but to get top 130, it's going to be difficult, because Challenger alone, you know that you're going up against the like the PSV kind of boys in there, right? The Fenerbahce's in there. You're going up against the Club Rouges in there as well. Difficult. No. I think I'm going to be putting a punty team in the senior special, and then in 270 probably as well. So we could do a 270 rare, I think, which could then have someone like Slavic. He missed the last game through injury, but I've seen on their Twitter account that he's back in training. Just double check it. There we go. Slavic is there. And then Armored a Goose, really? Why are they expecting a Goose to be there? Oh. Is it because the other guy is suspended or something? What the hell? Ah, oh, put that back on. Oh my God, what has happened here? Ah, okay, injury, and he got a yellow card, but he's probably injured. Oh, that changes things a little bit. Like, even he hasn't sold Armored a Goose. I can't believe that. We're probably going to delist him now. I mean, to be fair, I had him up quite high. Got his limited up for sale as well. So we'd put Goose in there. Right, but then this becomes a bit of an issue because now we're scraping the barrel for our midfielders, aren't we? Where our options are really Demir Grilak, Molon, Belida. Because Montiero... Nah, we need to put Montiero in. And then we need to put Pappy in, don't we? As the extra. And then it means that our senior team is going to be really shitty. But that's also okay. But this is a team that has to be prioritised over. And then who's our forward here? Then probably we take a punt on Benjamin Santelli again. Because I don't think Anthony Uja is going to start. And even if he does, he's up against Hamburg, which is not great. Where are they at? Yeah, look. It's a shame for him. But yeah, then we would do something like that. And then probably I'd give the captaincy actually to Armored a Goose here. Okay. Do we have... Well, that technically means that for our senior team, would be an absolute joke. This would potentially be our senior team. Look at this, guys, right? Then for the senior team, we would then be looking at like Eli Room. Armored a Goose we've potentially got in there. Carroll, Farrell, probably Benitez, actually. Then what? Demir Grilak and POV? Yeah, I mean, they're unlikely to play. Let's take the gamble maybe on POV in here. I don't mind taking a gamble in here when it's a competition that doesn't really matter to us either. And then our forward would probably have to be Anthony Uja in here. Yeah, that's how it would have to be. Yeah, so this is where we're going to be putting our like throwaway or our leftover team, basically. Like our leftovers go in there in the senior special that we're not really hoping for much from. Okay, the one thing that I need to do, the last thing really, well, there's two last things, is that I need to see if we can put out another limited team. No, we're not accepting that. Thank you though. It's too low. Can't remember what we had him up for. We've got him up for about 60, no? We've got him up for 49. Okay. Yeah, I'm only at this point, I'm only going to accept that now. Yeah, even that is too cheap, really. I'm not going any lower than that at this stage, close to the deadline. So if that's somebody here on the string, thank you. But yeah, that's already, for me, that's too low. Should really be selling in for higher. We're closer to this mark, 55 or something. In fact, we'll relist him for 55. Because we've already got a plan now to be almost putting him in a lineup. So, in fact, we'll put him up for 60. That's it. His price has changed now. The opportunity's gone. Should have bought him for that. Let's just do a straight 60. Let's just do that. I'm selling most of my players, actually, because I want to reduce my financial commitment on Sorare, and I want to put that into a different game, and I also want to partly fund getting a new PC. I need a new gaming PC. I don't have one, and I need one for streaming now going forward. So selling these players is going to help me to fund a new computer that will help me do more on the streams, right? Yeah, he's up for 60 now. Right, let's go back quickly, because what I was trying to explore here was whether we could do another limited team. And we can't. Yeah, we can't. We could do one with the DMP, but this is basically what I wanted to double check now, is that have we fully pretty much used up all the players that we could? And the answer to that is yeah. We could put some limited, some DMP goalkeepers in here, but honestly, I'd prefer to just keep them up listed. Yeah, okay. Okay. What we will also need to do, and we'll do it very shortly, is we will need to put out some training teams as well. No, like the price is now 60. Thank you for that. But the price is now 60. So before I was happy to sell for 50. Now we actually have a plan to put him in this lineup, which I think could do pretty well. So if you want this guy, it's now 60. That's the new price, and I won't go any lower. But thank you though. But if you want him, if you pay the list price, I'm happy to sell him. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not accepting a lower offer than that now. I think 60 is already too low for a player that we have quite a high bonus on without any season bonus or collection bonus. It's quite high. So yeah, sorry, man. If you buy him for 60, then fair enough. But yeah, we're not going to sell any lower now with 13 minutes until the deadline. Thank you, though. The only other thing that we need to do will be the training teams here. But do we need to do the training teams? I mean, we should. But putting them in a training team means that I'm not able to sell them. So maybe we don't, actually. Hello to JD91. Pretty much at the end of the season. Quintero. Yeah. Good game for him to do very well, Quintero. We will do some more predictions on Pooky as well, because we have Throw Your Hat in the Ring, which is active at the moment for this league, the German league. Okay, let's take a very quick 5-minute break. When I come back, we'll see whether we've had any players that have sold or not. If not, we'll enter the team in, and then we'll be good to go for the game week. So back in 5, guys, all right? All right, guys, with about 5 minutes to go before the new game week starts on Sorare, let's just double check to see whether we've sold anyone or not. We've received another offer for Slovic. No, it's going to be 60. You have to buy him at 60. We're not selling him for any less, but thank you. We will add our teams in now with 4 minutes to go. So let's confirm that team. It's going to delist everyone. You'll take Fukumore as well, will you? Okay. I'll send that to you in a second, Beast, all right? The GOAT Fukumore. 270. All right. Then the next team, this one needs to be confirmed. Do it. Cool. And then this one as well. Just going to delist everyone. And then this is the 270 team. We've had these offers for 55, 50, whatever. You know, again, if I get an offer for 60, I'm happy to sell it. Or if we sell him for 60, what he's listed at, great. If not, he's going to be entered in to the team for this weekend. Slovic, there we go. And then we're going to enter a punty team into Senior Special Weekly. Why not? And it's a team that I can easily cancel if it's going all tits up. Never got the notification I was live. You mean the notification on Twitter? On Twitch, sorry. We've asked the community to vote, and the community voted for not Russell, for Polito. I think if you're going to play Russell, then play him in a team which you don't mind if it doesn't do that good. He will play. It's just a case of I don't know whether he'll actually start or not. It could still be too soon for him to start. Yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you for jumping in. How are you, Big Merc? You right? Yeah, no limited contender team. Just one rare contender team. Senior Special, which is a throwaway. A fairly strong team in All-Star. Pretty strong team in Limited, actually, as well. Then a decent team in 270. A team that should be able to hit threshold in Rare and Limited. Yeah, good. We don't need to do any training teams, actually, because we are still trying to sell players, right? We probably should have done, because then if we didn't sell anyone, then they would have got some additional XP, but I'm trying to sell people rather than trying to build them up, right? So yeah, a little bit of a shame because I'd like to be able to still try and sell the players, but you know, I've been trying to sell them a week and not quite been getting the sales that I wanted. So we might as well throw them into a lineup and see whether they can deliver us any cards or cash that will help us to sell after this weekend. Okay, and the game week has officially started. What we'll do as well is we'll take a little bit of a sneak peek at this one here. Can I enter anything into any kind of division or competition? I don't think so. No, not in Limited. Wow. Yeah, Limited's pretty dry. But then in Rare, I think we'll be able to. Yeah, look, Dominguez. So again, maybe we'll have better success selling Dominguez in the for the midweek, right? Just mental how we couldn't really offload him. In fact, look, we are going to need to sell him because we've only got, going to need to put these guys back up for sale again. So we don't have a forward, we don't have another player that's going to play. So I'll need to try and sell them again before the midweek, if I can. All right. Throw your hat in the ring. And Beast said as well that he wants a card. So Beast, you want the Fukamore one, don't you? Are you sure, Beast? You want the Fukamore? If you do, that's fine. I'm happy to send it over to you. Just want to double check. I need to draw the curtain a little bit as well. It's too much light coming in. It's a little bit better. Let's send it. I don't know if Beast is still here. Do we have any more throw your hats in the rings, guys? This is your last chance to get involved in throw your hat in the ring for the week, where you can win Sorare cards. You're 700 points off. Close though. You'll be ready to go for next week. I actually need to do my predictions for the remaining games in the Premier League anyway. West Ham versus Liverpool. Thank you, Steburn. Thank you, man. See you on the next one. Let's do that. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch you